All right, we should be live. Today is Wednesday, December 29th. The time is 1:48 p.m. and the temperature is around 2 degrees Celsius. Vancouver Transit Spotter in the chat. Greetings and welcome on being the first one. Hamani saying hello. Let's throw some weather up there. Although what's ironic is when I put that on, I can't really see it. Marie Palmer's here. Bevy YHZ is here. Kay Hayes is here. Hi, Johnny. Hope you're well. All is well, except I slept in this morning. I slept until like noon. Terry, Matthew, Action VJ, Vincenzo, Terratopia, Brad Palmer. Happy Wednesday afternoon, folks. And greetings to everyone else. I can't go through all of your names, but thanks for dropping into the stream. And I'm here at King and Queen Street. And there's a look at the viaduct, and you know what? It is just cold enough that I might throw my gloves on. So I'm still rocking the blue hat. The yellow one is hibernating for a while. I've also got like 6 other hats I could wear, but there I am. I'm just gonna put my gloves on. Since we're on the wireless mic, I can walk away from you guys, although I can't read your chats. Do a little glove modeling for you. Oh, that's a loud motor. There we go. So I'm going to go south downriver here. We'll pass through Underpass Park. I always kind of like hanging out there. And I think I'm just going to go down to the waterfront. It's a Wednesday afternoon. There's not a whole lot going on anywhere, probably. And thanks to those who checked out my 24/7 live stream that I launched on the Stumbles channel. If you're wondering about that, it's just a continuous loop of older videos. Currently I've got a lot of snow themed videos there. And that just kind of plays 24/7. So if you're just looking to drop in and say hi, I'm in and out of that chat quite often. Yogi seems to have been there a lot, so super appreciate that, Yogi. That's something fun, and I wasn't going to launch it till later in January, but I did a test and it was working. I thought, what the hell? Let's just take this live. But I'm gonna have to redo that as I have a new toy coming for the 24/7 live stream tomorrow that should eventually let me do it in 4K. It'll also give me the ability to do multiple of those 24/7 streams. Although for now, I think I'm just leaning towards having the one. I might end up having one on each channel. I don't really know. But I basically have a dedicated server coming that I can use just for that. I've repurposed an old computer right now, and it's kind of on its last legs, so I thought I'd better order a new computer and just make that a dedicated streaming box. So there's the story behind that, if you were wondering. And here's Underpass Park. Looks like they're filming something over there. He's got a Oh, it looks like a rap video. Interesting stuff. Looks like he had a pretty serious camera and a gimbal. Hello, Frank. So my big plan today was to go get the e-bike fixed. And I ended up waking up around noon. I had a bowl of cereal and a really old slice of pizza that was in my fridge. I thought, let's grab my gear and go out. And the plan was to stream all along today anyways, because I put up a rather short video this morning. That's why I didn't premiere it. It was only like 12 minutes long. And we are in the Canary District. There's the old Dominion foundry. So this is the east side of downtown, towards the south. What happened to my e-bike? Oh, I just need to get the brake fixed. The front brake just completely ran out of pressure. It does nothing. I don't really want to ride around with one brake. And I'm not handy enough to fix that myself. It's been out of service for about a month. But also with the colder weather, I haven't been super motivated to get it fixed, but I'll take it in. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I don't really have to film any videos for a while. Built on former industrial lands, the park features a marsh and extensive native plants that reconnect Corktown. Good to know. And there's a look north. All right, let's head up these stairs and see what... I've always kind of buzzed around this park, but I've never really taken the time to go through it. What's that, clicking? Honestly, don't hear any clicking. Let me know if you... There's the little pond. John says Hello Kitty is the best. On the rock up there, it's a natural chair rock. I see rocks. Missing. Aw. Do not chase, do not call out. Scared of people. I guess that's why they didn't put a name on there. It's always sad when someone's looking for their pooch. Clicking. I do not hear any clicking. Well, it says my connection is not good. I've wandered into an area with a bad connection. I wasn't paying attention to that. Hopefully it picks up if I leave here. It seems to be improving. All right, I'm going to pull up my own stream here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to pull up my own stream here. Let's see. And the connection just got worse according to my meter. What is going on? Do you guys still hear that noise? Maybe it's just my microphone. I don't know. John says image and sound are good. Cool, thank you. It's 3 p.m. and you just got out of bed? Well, you did a little better than me. And I'm back up to nearly full signal strength. Greetings from Bhutan. There's a place most people haven't been, I bet. So I'm targeting a New Year's Eve stream, I'm hoping. I think there might be some fireworks going off somewhere. It's the Canary Market. So note to self, connection that way, not so good. Matthew P., I'm going to ignore your comment because I assume you have reading comprehension issues. Nightbot is napping. Nightbot is tired of spamming my 24/7 stream. I'm going to have to turn down the amount of notifications it sends there. So just over that way is the Distillery District, and I think they're still running the Winter Village Market. I think they just canceled the Mississauga New Year's Eve fireworks. Here is Cherry Street. So let's go south here. You hear Brampton is still in? Well, Brampton's mayor is an interesting guy, Patrick Brown. He put out a tweet this morning basically telling the media to stop fear-mongering. So I imagine Brampton would be one of the last places to cancel their fireworks. His whole point was we have 2 people in all of Brampton in the ICU with the virus. We have less than 20 hospitalized. It's one of the very few times I've been envious of Brampton. Even though that's the city of my birth. And look at this big construction pit here. These people are going to have a pretty nifty view if they get a higher up spot. CJ says, any plans for New Year's? Make a live stream? Last year I live streamed on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. Bit of a missed opportunity there, but there wasn't a whole lot going on outdoors, just a lame show at the CN Tower. Oh, Lisa, that's good news. No access to eastbound Lakeshore at Cherry Street. maybe I'll go over to Parliament. It might be a little nicer to connect to the Queen's Quay that way. Lots of construction going on in Toronto. Yeah, that's an understatement. And this is Mill Street, complete with its own two-way dedicated bike lane. This is relatively new as well. It looks like there's a pretty big gathering of people in front of the entrance here. So that's the Distillery District on the left. And I think the Winter Village runs through till tomorrow, actually. I don't really feel like going in there. Admission should be free, but you have to show your vaccine certificate to get in. We're not going to get much closer than this, but it's kind of nice in there. I think that's correct, Headless Chicken. The Evergreen Brickworks. So up next is Parliament, and I'm going to go south. What do you think of the new bike paths and the one-way street along Mill Street? James, I think it's good. I'm not a huge fan of two-way bike paths. It just introduces conflict. But it's certainly better than nothing. I don't drive in this area or come here enough to really know if the one-way street is a problem, but I mean, Front Street's just to the north of here. Generally, in pedestrian-heavy areas, one-way streets are preferable. And straight ahead is Parliament Square Park. I've walked that way recently in a stream and went along the Esplanade, but we'll be going somewhere different. And here is another entrance. Oop. And there's some parking on the south side of the distillery, and you could probably sneak a peek in on this side up at like the Christmas tree and everything. Condos and the Distillery District. All right, happy holidays, Deborah. I guess we're going to start saying Happy New Year pretty soon. I kind of want to be on the other side, and there's no traffic here. Hey, look, I think this is Longboat Avenue. I used to live on this street. Way down there on the left. Hello, old street. Hello, Jamie from Oxford. And I don't think I'm going to make this light cycle, which kind of sucks because we're going to be here for a while. Lakeshore Boulevard West. We get a pretty good view of the skyline up there. Tom Sturr says, just turned 41, love walking, but pain starts within 2 hours of solid walking. As a fellow 41-year-old, I can't quite relate to that. I've experienced pain in other places doing other things I didn't normally get, but fortunately, walking is not something that hinders me after a long time. I'd be doing the wrong job if it was. And is that a car seat? Wall Street Skate Bro says there's no way you're 41. Oh, but I am, sir. The Fountain of Youth is here in Toronto. You should see Ken. People tell me I look young, then they see him and they're like, oh wait, that guy looks young. All right, I'm gonna cross over to the south side at some point, but we're gonna wait for a chance to do that. And there's a lot of new condos popping up on the east end of the downtown waterfront. This here on the right used to be owned by Google. Google was planning on building a smart city just to the south of here, and they're gonna hook it up with transit. But they're also going to pretty much do a Chinese Communist Party style mass surveillance of everything for data analytics, of course, but I don't think that sat very well. Donna Lynn Pryor, $20. Happy New Year from Vancouver. Love the new 24/7s. Donna Lynn, thank you so much for the $20. And I'm glad you're digging the new 24/7 stream. I'm still tinkering with it. I've discovered a slight problem with the audio encoding. Every few minutes you might hear a little blip with the audio, so I'm going to be fixing that. Like I mentioned earlier, I've got my new server coming. And according to my order notice, it'll be arriving tomorrow. Can we go this way to the lake? Let's go see. Let's go see if we can stroll along the lakefront here at Aqualuna. Sorry if the quality isn't perfect. My connection is a little below 6,000. It's at 5,600 now, so it should be good enough, but not quite as good as it ought to be. Wow, look at this, folks. For just $2 million, you can live down here on the waterfront. How about that? Headless Chicken, you're also in the club. Look at this. Let's just sit down for a second. Nice benches here. They don't have those dividers in them to prevent people from sleeping and stuff, which is kind of cool. This promenade will be great in the summertime. Yeah, it's a little too paved over for my liking. I guess the maintenance costs of more greenery would be not worth it from their point of view, but still quite nice. There's my 41-year-old ass, soon to be 42 next year. That's the good thing about being born in 1980. You don't have to think very hard. It's 2021, you should be 41. And I am hearing a bit of a click now that it's quiet. You know what? I'm gonna switch my microphone setup since we're here. Let's see if this helps. Oh no, je suis imbécile. I cannot do that. I forgot to bring the thing I would need. Oops. Oh well. Just give me one sec, guys. Let me see one thing. Okay. Yeah, I forgot my my lav mic. Oops. Not a huge deal, but a bit of a bonehead move on my part. Hello, Anthony. All is good? Pretty gray, gloomy skies we got. You know what? I got an idea. I'm gonna put that down for a sec. All right, just snagging a new thumbnail. Good afternoon, Narrows. And if I seem kind of out of it, I apologize, but I've been going to bed later and later and still getting up kind of early. And this was, I guess, the day my body said, no, it's time to catch up. And I have still not snapped out of it. This guy's having a great time. How's the job market in Toronto? I'm really out of touch with that. I know my old industry is very much playing a game of musical chairs. There's always opportunities. I'm always having headhunters and recruiters and HR departments reach out to me, even though I kind of stripped my LinkedIn profile. But again, that's completely irrelevant, as there's a specific skill set involved there. I don't really know. Lisa might be a good person to ask that. Yogi says, I know the feeling. There's a look over at the Portlands. And it is all getting ripped up. And goodbye. Nice lakeside walk. Hello. Lisa says, depends what you do, but professional services are all healthy right now. Water's Edge Promenade. Elder brother from Scotland. This must be like a sunny day to you. Little stutter there. Yeah, my connection has dipped. We are down to 4,300 bit rate. $4,500, $4,600. It's bouncing back. Anything under 3,000 is not that watchable on these ones. 6,000 is kind of perfect. Oh, 3,500. We are low. What is going on with the bit rate? Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. Hopefully I don't end up killing the stream and having to do a part 2. Just give me 1 second, guys. If I do kill the stream, thanks for watching. But I'm gonna reconnect my my Speedify VPN. So hopefully this is not the end of the stream, but I will dip out of this streaming software for a second. Give me 1 second. Okay. Did that actually work? It says now full bitrate 6,000, so all I had to do is reset my thing, which is always a bit of a gamble on an iPhone. So we went through the first part of the stream with a connection for no reason. I'm kind of a noob amateur streamer. There's the wireless mic. I don't know how old Wall Street Skate is. But the New York crowd are quite friendly. Action Kid, Wall Street Skate Bro. There's the Walking Commuter, the NYC Walking Show. I've talked to all those guys, and they've all been super friendly and helpful. Where did the yellow beanie go? It is sitting next to my desk at home. I'll bring it out from time to time. Truthfully, this one's a lot more comfortable. It's also got a JS written on it. Is anybody there in Iceland? Ooh, someone is smoking some Mary Jane. The Urbanist too? Yeah, I haven't talked to him. I'm sure he's quite friendly. Just New York. There's also Manny Explorers. There's a number of them. We are at Sugar Beach. John Amira says 146 likes, 403 watching. Let's get busy with that like button. Thank you, John O'Meara. What's the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment here? Apartment or a condo? On the low end, an apartment, one bedroom would be like downtownish, 17, 18. On the very low end. Condo, probably low 2000s. You used to have an amazing view of the financial district from here, but these new towers have blocked all that. Still pretty cool. Ooh, am I in your territory? Yeah, Toronto real estate. It is relative, of course, to cost of living, right? I mean, my same job in our Manhattan office paid a lot more than what it did here. So when you hear the rents in New York are higher than here, you also make more money. So everything's relative to all the other factors. But yeah, it's still stupid expensive here. I think overall, Toronto might be more expensive than New York when you factor in salaries. And some of those other factors. I'm shamelessly fishing for a thumbnail here. All right, let's head south here through Cherry Beach or Sugar Beach. Where's the ship? There's often a ship there where they're dumping sugar onto it. I think unrefined sugar. Of course, it's fun. They have a slide between the office floors. I remember when Edge 102 used to be up in the Eaton Center. That's a big media conglomerate over there. And on the other side of that building is George Brown College. Sorry to interrupt your day there, Seagull. Yeah, they have a museum in there actually as well at the Redpath Sugar Refinery. And this is the foot of Jarvis Street. Marg H for an after walk drink. Thank you, Marg H. Thank you very much for the $5. So this is Queens Quay East. Take Penny for a walk? Do you mean Charlie? Yep. I was not walking in the bike path, but okay. The Van Gogh exhibit is just up here on the right. He belled at me when I was walking right along the edge of the sidewalk. Eye roll, please. And there is where Pinnacle is going up. Soon to be at least one of the two tallest towers in the city, and one of the two tallest residential towers. That's not it there, I think. One Pinnacle is the really tall one. New York, here I come. I'm just happy that people watch and hang out. Yeah, my e-bike, the front brake has no pressure in it, and I've got to get it fixed. I've been busy doing other things. I launched my merch store, which you can check out at strideswag.com. I was tinkering with the 24/7 streaming setup, which I just launched, and I'll be further refining probably tomorrow. And just doing content for the two channels. So it's kind of been hard to set aside an afternoon to go get the bike fixed. Plus, there's been a lot of really cold, rainy, and snowy days. We'll get it fixed. And I can go this way. Clayton Crawford says feedback, the 24 live stream is fantastic. Thank you, Clayton. I'm just waiting for this new computer that I bought for it. It's currently running off an old laptop that I bought when I was in Korea. And the screen is cracked and it's off its hinge. And I was like, I should just rip the screen off and put Linux on it. And make it a dedicated server, but I thought, let's just buy a proper computer for it. New York, New York! Or New York, here I come. $5 for even more tech, Johnny. Oh, £5. Sorry about that. Thank you. Oh, I assure you, a great percentage of everything I receive goes into tech. Thank you very much. And this is 39 Queens Quay East. Apparently, folks, this is art. Would you call this art? It looks like there was a sculpture here, and it got blown over in a windstorm, and this is what's left. I once heard two people debate about if everything could be art. One person said everything could be art, and the other one was like, are you crazy? Well, I guess this is art. I think if you gave me $100, I could come up with something better. This is cool. That is. It's like they spent all of their budget on this. And then they're like, shit, we have to build 3 more? All right, let's just leave some clumps of steel on the ground. This is cool. I like this. And we're back to the waterfront. Because they're roses? Well, they look like shit if you ask me. I'm no art critic. I think that's IKEA art. You have to assemble it yourself. I know some people who live in this building actually, and they quite love it. In fact, if you saw my Sunday night stumble stream, I had some gifts that are courtesy of those people. Da-da-da-da. Come on, phone. What would you guys do if I just ran and jumped into the lake? That was lame. I was like, how do I make it look like I'm going to jump in without actually jumping in? Yes, it is Queen's Quay. CJ, $5. I heard your Prime Minister wants Canada's population to reach 100 million. Any thoughts on that? Or do you have the infrastructure for it? I don't know. I don't think we have the infrastructure for that. I mean, Toronto, we can barely afford to house the people we have. Not that there isn't the ability to do that, but we have really outdated zoning laws that put way too much emphasis on protecting single-family dwellings. So I would say let's fix the housing crisis before we even think about doing that. Cynthia, it's a fair comment. That's kind of a cool view. I might slap some posts up or some pictures up on Instagram that I took during the stream. This might be one of them. You're welcome, Clayton. Never been thanked for that before. If true, is it true you can see the skyline of Niagara Falls from one of those high rises? I believe you can on a clear day. I could see it. I worked at First Canadian Place. And way somewhere above the 50th floor, you could see it on a clear day. You could kind of make out the Skyline Tower. Here's where Captain John's used to be. Hey, are you streaming on Friday? I'm thinking about it. If I don't do an outdoor New Year's stream, I'll at least do one from home. I might even do two. My plan for Friday is to get out in the afternoon at some point and do a walk themed to the last walk of 2021, and that'll be Saturday morning's video, and then hopefully stream Friday night. And hopefully get out on Saturday and start making some new content. I don't like the idea of having a bunch of 2021 videos coming out in early 2022, so I'm pretty much stopped recording videos now. I already have stuff queued up for tomorrow and Friday. Do people only speak French in Toronto? Hardly anyone speaks French here. Well, not hardly anyone, but it's definitely a Quebec and East Coast thing, although you'll find some towns in Ontario where they do. It's quite common out east. I actually heard some people making fun of Canadian French earlier today in the transit. They must have been Parisian. But I think the French here is kind of a old school French where they use a lot of vocabulary that they've abandoned a long time ago in France. It's kind of like how North Korea uses a lot of really old words and sayings that they no longer use in South Korea. I think that is kind of the comparison between Canadian French and what they speak in France. And the accent is quite different. I can even pick that up. Hamlet Thrasher says Quebec French is slang. I'm no expert on it. Hey, this is Ashen Kid's favorite part. I remember he commented on this. They actually put a fence up. This used to just be kind of a dead end. Ooh, remember when you were young and a drop like this, you wouldn't think twice about it? Yeah, that was relatively nothing. Sammy, they did. They moved the skating rink over to the amphitheater. You can see that in one of my videos. I don't know if I'm going to get that far on this one. Hey, we have 466 viewers. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. And I do have a 24/7 stream going on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles. I don't know when I'll change that playlist up. But I think it's working relatively well. We got up to 70 or 80 viewers yesterday at one point. I kind of figured it would hover around 20 to 30 most of the time. I think it's kind of leveling off to about that now. But I'll be mixing that up somewhat regularly. And hey, we're at the foot of Yonge Street. What some incorrectly call the longest street in the world. It is not, but you can go north quite a ways on it. That is to downtown Toronto, what Broadway would be to Manhattan, pretty much. It looks like all the water taxi services have called it quits for the season. Let's keep moving on Queens Quay for a bit. Alexandros, world famous Euros. Pamela, yeah, It is definitely something a lot of people notice when they come here. I remember growing up when I went to Chicago. I was in high school. I was quite envious being a skyscraper fan. Chicago was quite clear the number 2 behind New York back then, but I think we have absolutely leapfrogged it. Maybe not in terms of quality, they're still the birthplace of the skyscraper, and they have a lot more gems than we do, but in terms of sheer volume, and just that feeling of walking around canyons everywhere you go, I think Toronto has its number now. And here is Harbor Square Park. Let's take a quick detour around here. Jermaine says, hey Johnny, I really enjoyed the new 24/7 live stream. It's a great idea. Thank you. It is not my idea, but it was a great one. There's a channel that was doing that, posting truck drives, and another one posting train rides from like the conductor's perspective. Well, Brad Palmer, for a cold one when you get home, $5. Thank you, Brad Palmer. Thank you very much for the $5. And for all your fantastic support. Yeah, so the 24/7 streams kind of play into slow TV, and then a few walking channels started doing it. Action Kid put some up on his Black and Shadow channel and launched Action Kid Rewind. So not one to be left out. I threw my hat into the ring, and I didn't really want to make a new channel for it. That's why I put it on Stumbles, but I'm thinking I might put one on this channel, on the main channel, but I want that one to be in 4K. I want that to just be a really high quality affair. So I need fiber internet at home to do that. It's either that or rent a virtual server that is capable of it. That'll be kind of expensive. But maybe there's a compromise. Maybe I could do a 2K or a 1440p one. It's the giant bench. Something on my gimbal got stuck there. It's 3 p.m.? Jeez. I just woke up. Are you still using the DJI? It's the Pocket 2. They dropped the Osmo. Yep. I've got 2 of them, but I'm about to get a 3rd one. And I've got 2 of the older ones too. So I'm just collecting them at this point. But I was out recording. I have one that's a backup one. And some of the functions aren't working anymore. So I think it's on its last legs. You're thinking of about a mukbang channel, but combined with a ride channel, so you don't end up like Nikocado. That guy is deliberately eating himself to death on his YouTube channel. Oh, hello, Vivian Johnson. Hope you're having a good Wednesday afternoon.
Instead of compromising parts, right? You know what I mean?
So we started up where Queen and King diverge at River Street, and I headed through the Corktown Common and Canary District and found my way down to Queens Quay, and I've just been kind of meandering along the waterfront till we get here. And I think I'm gonna hit up some Chipotle on the way home. Vivian, don't be sorry. I'd like to say I'm well, Vivian, but I'm still not awake. I'm glad I skipped out on the premiere this morning, though. I slept right through multiple alarms. Alexa couldn't wake me up. My phone couldn't wake me up. Nikki says, here from watching Ken. Was he streaming this morning? Or was that from when Ken jumped into the car on the last live stream I did? That was kind of fun. It's the Death Star. Oh, you were there when I kidnapped him. Hey, he said his hands were cold. Do you know which kind of vaccine you'll get for the booster? No. I'll be immortal. Yvonne says that's okay, your body needed the rest, probably. But then I was like, F you, body, you're going for a long walk. I did make it to episode 4 of Succession last night. I accidentally forgot to cancel my 1-week free trial of Crave, so I guess I've got that streaming service I've talked a lot of smack about for another month. It's the Empress of Canada. And you'd normally get a pretty good view of the tower from here. But today, no such luck. It's kind of shrouded in fog. Robert says he hates it when he forgets to cancel the trial subscriptions. The worst is on Amazon. When you find something you want to watch and it's on Stars or Stack or one of those stupid things, and then you realize you have a free trial to it. So you go ahead and subscribe, and then you've got to jump through a million hoops to unsubscribe. The best thing to do is order the free trial, then just cancel right away. Ryan Rides, long time no see. Thanks for popping in. All right, I guess we're gonna go check out that ice rink as we walk through the Harborfront Center. Yeah, John, I don't really like that part of Prime either, but I've noticed they're all kind of doing that, except for Netflix, where they integrate those other services you have to pay for as part of the main service. Oh, there goes a Porter plane. I don't know if you can see that. It should look very faint. Hello, Sanjay. There is a look along the waterfront I just walked. Blim Designs. Hello? There I am, rocking the blue hat today, courtesy of my mom. Cable cutting isn't cheap. Well, if you can work Plex pretty good, it can be cheap. But still, the convenience factor of streaming services kind of outweighs that sometimes. I should be able to jump on one of those ships and take it for a spin. I don't think I should be able to. Sorry?
How do you use that? I have the same one.
The
That's pretty cool.
yeah, well, I'm live streaming right now, so gotta.
Wow. How does it follow? I tried to make it work. It doesn't work.
With the gimbal?
Yeah, the gimbal. It's the same one. I have the same one.
The Moza Mini MX?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just never knew how to get it to work.
maybe you have to balancing. It's hard, right? You got to learn how to. It's kind of it's not as simple as just putting your phone in there. Like this is my third one of these, but yeah, I don't really know how to explain much.
How does it like? Whenever I put it on, I record. It doesn't like balance. It just falls down.
Oh, it doesn't. Yours doesn't stay level?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yours is fucked then. One thing, try maybe this thing here. If this is locked, it won't do that. You have to unlock it here. You have to unlock it here, and you have to unlock it in 3 places. So twist it.
I was putting it on lock, thinking that it's in a lock.
No, you got to unlock it in all 3 places, and then it'll. If you don't do that, it'll it'll be like a dead fish. It'll be limp.
Thank you. I'm gonna try that. Thank you.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right. He was friendly but curious. I was trying to think, what could this problem be if it wasn't level or balancing? But it's suddenly occurred to me, maybe there's a little locking mechanism on the neck of this gimbal that if you don't twist it, and it's not obvious that you need to untwist it, it'll do exactly what he described. So hopefully that solves this problem. It's hard to troubleshoot without actually seeing it. And here's where the ice rink used to be. This was the old Natrel ice rink. Hey sir, you want to see a walk stream? Well, what is this? There's the CN Tower. Although truthfully, I could never be technical support. I just don't have the patience. I would lose my shit and snap. No fault of the customer. It's just some people aren't cut out for that type of thing. And that is me. Every once in a while, it's okay. I'm gonna stay away from here thanks to the music, which might very well get picked up anyways, but all right, you know what? I'm actually gonna mute. Can I mute this volume here? How do I mute my mic? Oh, we got a plane taking off. If I stay far away, maybe this Neil Diamond song won't end up giving me a copyright strike, which would kind of suck. But let me figure something out here. Okay, I'm going to turn my microphone off, and I'm going to go right up to the ice rink. So it's going to go quiet for a minute. And the mic is back. Sorry, it's not worth losing all my ad revenue for a minute of Right Said Fred. There's someone down in the middle of the ice surface, though. I wonder what that's all about. Hopefully they're okay. It's nothing serious. And it's back to Queens Quay. And the wave deck. Oh, look at that, my battery is low. Silence is golden. Didn't they used to put that in front of the movies? I remember that. There's the Amsterdam Brew House. And here we are at Reese Street. RM Transit has been loving these winter walks. Thank you, RM Transit. I missed your live stream last night, but I did see that you were going to do one. I hope that went well. Speaking of transit, there's a 510 Spadina. That'll be heading north up Spadina, or as the cool kids like to say, Spadina. No iPhone. I will not move into low power mode. We're at under 20%. Let's just go check out this area. Hey, transit guy. And this is HTO Park. This is always a nice area. Another fake beach. Toronto's library is open? Yeah, I believe they are. I don't see why they wouldn't. You dare me to make a sand angel? My gimbal just decided to stop working. Oh. Through my bag. Whew. Well, if you haven't guessed it, I'm probably going to end the stream right around now as I sit down and relax in this chair. I'm going to figure out a plan for lunch. I'm thinking I'm going to go get some Chipotle, but I am downtown. Yeah, Sanjay, that is a thing. Dan says it's quiet out. But it's quite nice. Sorry for some of the earlier technical hiccups. The VPN I connect to wasn't exactly at full strength earlier, and I had some audio hiccups as well, but we worked through those. I'm just going to hang out here for a few minutes, then we'll end. That was a very nice white shoe, or at least the tread was at the start of this walk. I'm going to have to do some cleaning. Thank you, Pete. I'd like to thank all our mods. It is Brad. I kind of don't want to leave. Thank you, Shell and Susan and everyone else. Again, there is a 24/7 live stream on the Johnny Stumbles channel right now. It's playing, I think, about 18 to 20 hours worth of snow walks on a loop. But if you want to hang out with some of the people that frequent this live stream, there's always a few people in the chat there at least. And you can subscribe to that channel as well. Yesterday was the first day all year that Johnny Stumbles gained more subscribers than Johnny Stumbles. Or sorry, Johnny Stumbles gained more subscribers than Johnny Strides. The first day all year yesterday. that it outpaced it. Yogi says there's only 9 people watching. Wow, that dropped off quick. Maybe this stream is a negatively impact. Also, it's on a loop. I can't blame people for not wanting to hang out in that stream. I just think it's fun, and it's a nice place to come say hi. I also have merch at strideswag.com. If you wish to be a channel member or a Patreon supporter, there's links in the description. And I kind of wish I had a hot coffee with me right now. That'd be kind of nice. But all right, thank you everyone. I'm just gonna leave this with some ASMR right now. So thanks for watching. I don't know when I'll stream next. Probably Friday on New Year's. Not promising, but probably. I'm gonna put the camera down with the view of the lake. I'll put the mic down too, so unless I see a super coming to say thank you, I'm going to shut up for a minute or two, and we're just going to let nature take over for the rest of this one. Thank you guys. Have a great Wednesday. And I will premiere a video tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. as per usual. All right, I'll catch you on the next one.